Business Talking Coffee.
Yes, hello, and welcome everybody to Business Talking Coffee with Thoa, Lizette, and Anders. It's been a while now, right?
Yes.
Has
Yeah.
it been 2 weeks of
Of no business
holidays?
talk.
No
Yes,
business talk, yeah.
it has.
So
Yes.
finally, we're back.
Yes, it has been
Now,
ages.
yes,
So it's so good to see you again, Thoa.
yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I cannot lie that it's all going well. I did a surgery on my foot, so I'm kind of stuck in one place, and I'm usually very active. So this is not really my comfort zone, if you say so. But it's good. It's good. And how are you guys?
Yeah, we're just fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting to spring, so that is
yes,
good.
I can feel that.
Even though it doesn't look like that, but it's still very cold in the house. But yeah, it's very nice. So today
Yeah,
we have a guest as well, right?
yes.
We do.
Yes, we do. We have a business owner and coach and mentor, Tracey, with us today from Spain.
Yes.
So should we bring her into the meeting?
Absolutely. Let's bring this lady on. I have to just let you know that Tracy is my coach as well. And when I started my business, I had my first coaching call with her. So she really has a big part in my business. I'm here because of her as well, right? So
So
let's
are we. So are
yes.
we actually.
Yeah.
So yes, welcome, Tracy. We're so happy and excited to have you here with us today.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you for accepting, and we're so happy to have you here. Would you mind to start telling a little bit about yourself to everybody who's watching?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so my name's Tracy. I'm originally from England, but I've been living in Spain for many, many years now. Windy Spain. Hey, Lizette and Anders, it's been very windy, hasn't it? Really, really windy.
Yes.
And yeah, and I've got 3 girls and lots of dogs and cats. Right, that's my passion, the dogs and the cats. Um, and how I got started with this business, for example, is I was looking to have more available cash, really. I know it sounds ugly to just go straight in with the money part, but it's the truth. And not having enough time, because that's the thing, isn't it? You don't have time when you're working full time, as I was. You don't have time, and if you've got kids and you've got a house to look after and animals, it's hard going. So I really needed to find something that I could do after working hours. Never dreamed it was going to be anything like this. I must admit, I didn't know. I was totally and absolutely open to all ideas. So I found this business, and it kind of like fitted in exactly what I was looking for, which was totally and absolutely amazing. So I got started with it. Eventually left the job that I was in. So I'm working from home and I'm doing this business, and it's fantastic because, as you also know, I've got my elderly father living with me. So instead of now looking after the children, I'm looking after my dad. I mean, he is reasonably independent, but there are, basic tasks that he just can't do anymore, like make himself a cup of coffee, and that type of stuff. So it's absolutely fantastic that I can be here doing this business and be available for him, and go out and have a nice coffee with him, which we do quite often. So yeah, that's basically my story.
Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing. And yes, that is a great advantage to be able to be there for, like you said, first your kids and now also your dad. I think that's a lovely, lovely way to live your life.
Yeah, I think so too. I can
Mm.
relate to, being that I'm also a very family oriented person. And in Asian, we have this culture that we're taking care of our families a lot. And having the ability to do that, spending time with your loved ones, it's something that I cherish a lot as well. So, I'm so happy for you that you can do that, and spending time with him. That's I've seen pictures. It looks so beautiful when you do that. So thank you for sharing.
I know, and he's very photogenic, isn't he? He always looks so handsome.
Yes, he does.
Not just because he's my dad, but
And he looks so happy as well. He was like glowing on those pictures, and it just uh, one just gets very happy to see that.
yeah. Thank
Definitely.
you. Thanks.
Yes. So today we're going to talk a little bit about mindset, right?
Mhm.
And why it's so important. And well, it's important in every aspect of life, I would say. But why is it so important in our kind of business? Who would like to start?
Well, absolutely. I mean, having the right mindset is primordial for everything that we do in life, isn't it? As you mentioned, for our private life, for our business life. I mean, it's and especially when you do have your own business, which this is, you have to turn up, don't you? Right? You have to be there. You have to be responsible. You have to take ownership, as they say, right? And being creative, having that mindset of creativity, because we need that creativity. We need to be able to get our message across to people, right? Yeah. And we need to be creative with that type of stuff. And we need to take action. So we need to be action orientated. Also in our day-to-day life, right? So many times people can procrastinate, right? We do quite often, don't we? The tasks that we don't want to do, we go leaving, and sometimes we don't even realize that we don't want to do them. You just think, oh, I'll do that later. But no, you've got to be responsible, prioritize, take action, and also be resilient. You've got to keep at things, because things just don't happen overnight, do they? As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it's in your life, when you're whatever it is that you're doing, and also in business, it's the same rule.
Yeah, I totally agree with those. And also, with when you work on your mindset, it's basically like a muscle in your body, right? You need to work it. You need to make it stronger every single day. So it's something that you need to work constantly and every day, right? We do it differently, but at the end, having a strong and good mindset with a great attitude will help you so much in your business and in life. In business, it can help you, when you're facing challenges or obstacle, with a growth mindset, you will think, okay, how can I learn from this? Instead of, okay, it's beating me down, I cannot do this anymore. So it's very important. I don't think it's matter if you have a traditional business or online business, because in every business we are facing different kind of challenges, right? So with the right mindset, you're gonna be able to see the opportunity to learn, to find other solution instead of just seeing problem. So I think it's very important to we do it differently. I think how we are feeding our mind with every single day. So it would be great if you guys can also share a little bit what you do, to grow your mindset.
Yes, I can. I can say I thought for the longest time that I'm a very positive person. I am, but
Yeah.
and I thought that was enough. I thought I didn't really need that much more. I'm also a grateful person. I'm very grateful for the life I have and the life I have been living. I think I've had a great life and done a lot of things that I wanted to do, and but I also realized it's not only enough with that, because there is more things, and there is things that you don't always feel is stopping you, but it actually is. And it takes you have to train to find out what it is that's blocking you from well, maybe thrive in your life or your business, or it's all these unlimited beliefs we have. And I would say all of us have them, but we have to know about them before we can actually start working with them. So I think we have started a lot lately to really, listen to people that we feel will feed us good energy and good advices and everything. So yes, so we have started listening more.
Yeah, we have. And last Saturday we were at this event kind of thing with Jamie Kern Lima
Yes.
about feeling worthy. And that's also a thing I think we, especially me and maybe you too, what did she say? You're dimming your lights. You're not feeling worthy, not am I worthy this success? Am I, yeah, everything. And I think that was very interesting to listen to, because that's how at least I've been living all my life. Just yeah, putting down myself, not feeling worthy, and not yeah, be more proud.
I think it's like a Swedish kind of thinking as well. Everything needs to be, we call it lagom. You should not, for too much. It should stay like in the square. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very that's the way lots of people are teaching out here in Sweden as well. And I totally agree with you. Just before I started a business, before I started an online business, I felt like, okay, so who am I? Who am I? Who are you? Who do you think you are? You can go and, mentor people and coach people. Your English is not that so good. This kind of all the limiting beliefs that I had for myself, you're not worth all the successes because you cannot do this, you cannot do that. But when I train my mind to think about, no, but I cannot do it now, but I can learn. I cannot do it yet, but I will be able to do it, because for me, coming to our community with so many people from all around the world with different kind of background, and you realize now those people, they started just like you, with nothing, with no knowledge or anything like that, right? But they are learning and improving themselves just by working on themselves to have this belief that they can do it. You need to start with yourself, that you can do it. If you already think that you can do it, you're already halfway there. That's one of the quotes I really love. I cannot really quote it accordingly, but it was something like that. If you already start believing yourself, you're already halfway there.
Absolutely. Yeah, because definitely limiting beliefs, unfortunately, that is what just brings us down all the time. We've just got so many of them, and sometimes you don't realize, because it's just life. You just go on, you have your life, and you avoid the things that you don't like doing, and you don't do certain things, as I say, a bit, maybe due to education, because naturally this is how we were brought up, to put other people before you and what they want, and not to boast, right? And all those type of I'm not saying that they're bad things. It's sort of but it's the when you're younger, I guess when you're growing up, and you take it more to heart, and then it becomes part of your personality, where you don't boast. You're always shy. You feel you don't want to be successful, because then that's causing attention to you, and you don't want to have that attention, because you're not meant to call attention to yourself, right? Sort of and that is definitely an obstacle that a lot of people that I've spoken to, especially in this business, because we talk about these type of things Whereas I think quite often in your normal life, I didn't really get the opportunity to talk about these things with people. And it definitely is a really big deal. And we need to get over those limiting beliefs because, because they're not worth anything. They're not serving us anymore, as they say they did in the beginning, maybe, so that we didn't end up being like these, some like arrogant, selfish person or something, right? So just to say something, right? So yeah, definitely. So now, as being adults, and we need to, that's one of our challenges, yeah, and we need to address that challenge about our limiting beliefs and be able to get over that. And I think did you mention how we do these type of things, how we try to get our good mindset, and I think some people, they do watch motivational speakers, which are always so very, very good, because they really touch on those points which you didn't realize. You go, oh yeah, that is it. Yes, I recognize that. Yeah. So recognizing it, because that's also something that you've just said now, it is a way then of being able to conquer it, right? To get over it, or just to control it, to realize, all right, I've got that limiting belief or whatever, but it's not going to limit me. All right, I can now go past it, and having the tools to do so, like these motivational speakers, books, meditation. I personally do meditation, and also like subliminal meditations as well, with these ideas of subliminal messages getting into your head, and also with certain rhythms and beats, that kind of music that's at the right frequency to be able to help the brain, to put you in a better state. It's not that it's going to do any magic, it just puts you in a different state, whereas then you can try to make the change.
For me, I think, it's so important that, how you start your day, that's going to set the tone of the day. That is something that I when I started reading personal development books and stuff, the first book that I read is the 5 a.m. Club, about, how you start your day. And that book really changed my life. So I really recommend, if you haven't read it, I think it's a great book. Not everybody likes it the way he writes, but the message is very clear, that how you start your day would change your whole life. So I started my day with exercise, with meditation, with journaling. Well, I cannot do exercise the last 3 days, and I can really feel not be able to do the exercise because of my foot, right? But I remember now, every time I do the exercise in the morning, it's really put me in a very positive way. Also, like you have done something good already. That is done. Nothing can really stop you now. Now you are ready for the day. For me, exercising, it's just like that. And taking a cold shower is also something that I do every morning as well. It's like, okay, yes, because every time before I jump into the cold shower, I always have this, that voice in my head: it's too cold, why are you doing this, you are stupid, that kind of stuff. But then when you push yourself through that, it's like you're training your mind every day, that you're pushing yourself through doing uncomfortable thing. For the body, doing a cold shower is very uncomfortable, right? But then I talk to myself, the feeling afterward, the feeling of you have done something that, it's that you normally don't want to, right? If you know what I mean. So it's a good feeling afterward. And that feeling is something that I carry with me for the rest of the day as well. So I really encourage you to find something that you can do in the morning. Start your morning in the right way, not by answering messages, yelling at people or anything like that. Just make it calm and quiet, and for yourself, so you can take care of yourself. Because I do believe if you start taking care of yourself, your body, your mind, and everything, when you feel better, everything else will become so much easier to face, because we do face a lot of things in our life, right?
Yeah, I think so too. And I normally start with being with gratitude, and also thanking for the great surprise I'm gonna get during the day. Because I also think to me that's a good way to start the day, and start that, and then we do listen to motivational speakers, and I think that has helped me a lot in the last short period of time since we started more actively doing this. And also, like, this event we were at, there was so many guest speakers, but they were also talking about this. We have so many, not only limiting beliefs, but we also have so many labels on ourselves that has been stuck on us at some point of our lives. And it's still there, and it could be something that somebody told us as a child, and we still have that in our head, and it's lies, and we have to get rid of them. So we have to unlearn things, to get rid of those unlimited beliefs, and also those labels that doesn't do us any favor at all. And I think we also all have them without thinking about it. That's why it's so great to, like you said there, Tracey, when you listen to these people, you go like, oh yes, I know they're talking to me. I think everybody feels the same way when they listen to them. So this event we were at, it was 260,000 people.
Wow.
I'm sure everybody thought that they were talking to me. And it was like they were using this, they were pouring in things to us, like pouring in knowledge and how to unlearn things. And it just felt really, really good. So I think it is very good to find people that you align with and think they can. Just by listening to them, you will get so much clearer on what you want and what you need to get rid of. So, yeah.
I know that Anders, you want to, stop us and everything, but I just want to say, that, I love the way you said, Lizette, you need to surround yourself with people that are positive, that is all there to uplift you, to help you and everything. And I think our community, it's just doing just that, I love spending time talking with my business partner, spending time within our community, to read stories, to learn from people, to listen to people. And those kind of things helps me a lot in my business. I think it's make a big part of the success that I have been receiving in the business is just the community, right? The sharing, the caring, the supporting. And I can always reach out to people when I feel a little bit down, or if there's something that I need help with. I always get help and always get all these positive vibes and energy and words of, and then suddenly everything seems so much easier. So you need people, that kind of people in your life. You don't want to have all these negative people who just giving a no all the time. And also, well, it's like I'm talking about myself as a mom, giving a no all the time. I need to stop doing that. You know what I mean? So surround yourself with great people.
Yeah.
And we do have great people within our community.
That's absolutely right, because you learn so much. And we've got our own motivational speakers in this community, because there are so many people that have just got such a great outlook and attitude, and you listen to them, how they talk and their journey, and they are really inspiring and motivating. And talking about mindset and the growth mindset that you also mentioned, Thoa, this is part of it. This is learning. Yeah, you can learn from these people and their experiences, and they teach you about themselves, apart from teaching you things about the business. And of course, if we're talking about business and mindset, you also need to have that ability to actually learn, to leave aside our old labels, right, Lisa, that we've adapted right? We've decided that is the label that we're going to have, and we can change that label, and we can learn, and we can get new abilities. Like when people say, oh, I can't do that, that's computer stuff, I don't know how to do that, I'm no good at that, I don't know, I can't even write an email, and they kind of like block it out, like I am not tech savvy, as they say. Well, as you mentioned, Todd, well, you can learn. That's it. That's all you need to do, is just learn, and it's not so difficult. It's really quite easy. You just need to be patient with yourself, be open, be coachable, and learn and develop these skills.
Yes.
True.
Well said.
So
Very well said.
So do we let that be the final words for today? We can sit here and talk all day because it's so interesting, and but we have already gone over what we're saying that we should talk about 15 to 20 minutes, but we haven't managed that so far. So no.
No, time flies when
Yeah.
we're having fun. But I just want to say thank you so much. It's so inspiring to talk with you, ladies, and to anyone who's watching and wants to find out more about our amazing community, because I totally agree with every single word you said about it. Reach out to us, and we will be more than happy to guide you through the process.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for a great chat, and I wish you all a great weekend.
Yeah.
It's weekend.
Likewise.
Have
Thank
a
you.
fabulous weekend. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.